The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go, 47. Hey, here we go, 180. 26. 26.
A give to Elliott. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here you go. Here you go. 180. 26.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Elliott looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll run with Thompson. He juked him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
15, yeah.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Airing one out for Crowder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, let's walk.
Now Thompson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. David Irving. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
To throw is Smith. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Hey, here we go. 180. Here we go. 46, 46. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his turn to Terrence Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go, get out, get out.
Prescott on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And some room to work. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
first and 10. Smith. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To the air again, Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, back up.
Smith on third down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And some space here. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 46 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Good.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 1, 8. Here we go, 46. center. Switch. Switch and hey, 26. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now in Arlington. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to look deep down. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 44 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A give to Elliott running left. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only 1 remaining in this 2nd half. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Back to throw. complete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.